I started off as an agent. So 2007, my dad's still in the business. So he's been in the business like 40 years, right? So I had somebody when I first got in my first week of real estate, I just got my license. My dad stuck me at an open house and he said, hey, go and show the open house. I'm like, well, what do I do? He's like, just open the door. Like, don't worry about it. Just when people come over, it's like, tell them, here's the feature sheet and point them to where the bathroom was. So I was like, I can do that. Right. I'm like 21 at the time and did not want to like take life seriously yet at this point. And so I did the open house and a guy comes in, he's an agent, right? And he's like super pushy. The price was listed for $300,000. It was in Scarborough and on Peace Drive. And so the guy's telling me, he's going, you know, we want to buy this house. My clients really like it, you know, like stop the open house, like we want to bring you this offer right now. And I was just like, the hell are you talking about? Like, I'm here till 4. I'm following the instructions. I got to do. I don't even know if I had a cell phone at the time. I'm sure I did, but I was like, it's going until 4. And I said, the sellers will be back and you're more than welcome to like come and bring the offer at that point. I probably told him he can come and talk directly to the sellers at that point because I had no idea what I was doing. And so I got a hold of my dad and I told him and I said, look, this is what's happening. So the sellers get there and the guy's like screaming and yelling because he wants to like negotiate. And the sellers had apparently just dropped the price from 325 to 300. They're like, we're not dropping $1. It's 300,000 or you get no house whatsoever. And the guy was tough. It's like the 70-year-old man. He was tough as nails. And I'm just sitting there going like, I don't know what to do. My dad's calling every 30 seconds, making sure everything goes okay. And so finally my dad calls and says, what's their best offer? And it was $299,000, $500. And so my dad said, tell them we'll take it out of the commission and get the deal done and tell the seller it's a done deal. So I said, okay. So I got it all signed up and I made $0. And that was my first deal. And I was so happy because I got that experience to be able to go through something like that to put a deal together. And like those little things are so underrated. Like you really have to, you know, go through a lot of different things there. And everyone's trying to make money and they're greedy and they're thinking about all the different things. But experience means more than anything else.
And TK, I think this can be said for every industry, but I find it kind of amusing sometimes where agents that have never been on a team structure that join a team and it's like a team that gives them opportunities and business. They're like, oh, this is great. This is just, this is great. This is so easy. Mm-hmm. They don't know what it's like being on your own, waking up, looking at it from like, what the hell do I do today? I don't know who to talk to. Real estate's such a lonely business at the beginning. Those are the agents that truly appreciate it when they join a structure that's taking care of things for them or a brokerage that takes care of things for them. But I think that was really valuable to you, right? Like actually doing the things you need to do as an agent on your own before linking up and having more resources.
Exactly. And literally making $0.
Yeah.
But there was a lesson I got from that gave me other opportunities in the future. Right. And so for about 10 years, so I had, a good business. I was down on the Danforth. I was at a Homelife office. Yep. We were a reasonable size brokerage, not tiny, but definitely not one of the big guys. I had my own team for about 5 years. So I had, 6 people. We did really well. We were always producing. There was no issues there. And then 2017 happened. 2017 is when the market changed. And it was like everything totally shifted. And all the things that I used to do that used to work were no longer working, right? Where I was lowering the price. I wasn't selling houses anymore. They would expire. The sellers would be mad at me because I couldn't get them their price. There's a lot of stuff similar to the carnage we saw last year that happened in 2017 in our market, right? When the B20 measures came in on April 21st. So I actually had joined RE/MAX West the beginning of that year because my brokerage sold. They changed hands. I got sold with the brokerage. It was like a deal where I came with the brokerage, but I had to stay there for a year. And the new owner was a jerk. He eventually bankrupted it. And so I was out the door at a RE/MAX West office because it was the closest office to my house, not for any other reason. It was just
I love that you're being honest about that.
Right? Yeah. I was like, great, that's convenient. I could walk there, right?
Yeah.
And so I got exposed to Frank Leo. They kept saying Frank Leo. And I was listen, I don't think Frank Leo knows who he's talking about here. Okay. I'll teach him a few things. And in that year, 2017, my business got crushed. Like I had the sales difference from 2016, which was like a record year, to 2017 was like less than half. So it was like a big change for me. And he was the number one individual in the world for RE/MAX out of 120,000 agents. So I was like, maybe this guy knows something that I don't know.